Hey guys, it's TF now. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Star Wars The Black Series Mandalorian in Beskar armor from Star Wars The Mandalorian. Two things. One, I do apologize for not having reviews out lately. I had family come in town recently, but I have some more reviews coming. And two, I'm pretty late to this review, unfortunately. Some people found this in like mid-August. I was not able to luck out, unfortunately, but my pre-order through Amazon came through recently, so I finally have it at least. I'm a little late, but oh well. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the packaging just because I'm pretty excited to get this out of the box. So on the top here, it says Star Wars The Black Series. You can see the figure in the box with a nice window box. Again, the backdrop's a little plain, but I mean, I'm taking it out of the box. It doesn't really matter. Towards the bottom half, it says Star Wars The Mandalorian. It does have this like orange yellowish kind of most like a brown type of color in the back there, and it says in brown, The Mandalorian with a warning, ages 4 and up, and the Hasbro logo. On this side, there's not much going on except for some of the color slanted there, where it says Star Wars The Black Series and all that. On this side, it's a really nice image of the Mandalorian. You can see the top half here looking really nice. I really dig the artwork for this line. And then towards the bottom half here, you can see the rest of the artwork. And it does say The Mandalorian right there. On the top here, there's not much going on. It's just a window box. Mostly for light to shine through. So the top half of the back here, it says Star Wars The Black Series. You have that image of the Mandalorian again in his Beskar armor, and it says The Mandalorian, and then you have multilingual read-ups of the Mandalorian if you want to go ahead and read that. Towards the bottom half here, it says figure number 1 with Star Wars The Mandalorian, and a bunch of other multilingual read-ups for the warnings there. And then on the bottom here, there's not much going on, just the barcode and some other readings and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get this figure out of the packaging. Alright, and here's Mando out of the packaging. An overall pretty solid figure. It does share some similarities to the previous Mandalorian we got last year, but I think there's enough new here that does warrant getting this new version here. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of his accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So he has his accessories from last time, but he does have an additional accessory. So we do have the blaster pistol here. This time around, it has brown on the handle and silver on the rest of the gun, whereas last time, as you can see here, it was black on the handle and mostly a gunmetal color on there. But it is very much the same sculpt. It still looks pretty nice. Now, in order to holster this, all you have to do is just stick it onto the holster on his hip. The tab on there does like to hang off a little bit because the gun gets in the way of the tab going in there all the way, but it still, I think, looks fine. We also do have his rifle from last time. Let me back out a little bit. And this is also pretty much the same sculpt as last time. I do like the silver paint. They really didn't change much. I mean, slight variations of paint in the silver, but that's about it. It's a lot different with the pistol than it is here. And yeah, this has this little stick right here that you just holster this over on his shoulder. There's a hole on his back of his shoulder, on the left shoulder, on both shoulders this time, but it's just like last time when you put it over his left shoulder. It really does not like to stay on there very well. With a little bit of force, it will fall out, but this rifle is pretty nice. I still like it, the overall sculpt. The new accessory is the jetpack, and I do think it looks pretty good. I like the, what are these exhaust ports, lots of what's going on here. It's very much a nice Mandalorian jetpack. And you can see here with these tabs, he has a lot more holes on his back. You just tab it onto his, on the back of him, and it stays on there really well. But the soft plastic cape does like to get in the way, and it just doesn't look super natural when you're posing it. He also doesn't come with, effects pieces, which I wish he did, but you can use Iron Man repulsor blasts as effects pieces. Some people have a problem with this because it's basically Hasbro Star Wars relying on using other Hasbro lines for effects pieces. I'm neither, this or that, to be quite honest. While I do wish we got some more unique effects pieces, and I think Hasbro is a little bit lazy with that, I still think it's cool that we can actually use effects pieces for this. So, overall, pretty good amount of accessories. So let's take a quick 360 look at the new Beskar Mando here. I think it looks pretty nice, and I might say this a couple times throughout the review, and if I do, if it becomes redundant, I do apologize, but there's enough new with this and enough reuse that just makes sense, because a lot of the Mandalorian's armor, when he upgrades to all Beskar, or mostly Beskar, is some reuse with definitely some new parts. The best way to show that is to bring out the old Mandalorian here from last year. You can see I'm not really the biggest fan of how they did like the rest color here. It's not horrible, but it just looks kind of sloppy in some areas. The sculpting is pretty much the same though. I don't know if this is painted or sculpted in this silver. If it's sculpted, it actually looks really nice, or molded, you know what I mean? That's what I meant to say. But both the silvers I don't think are bad. I just think I prefer the new one a little bit more just because it really adds that shiny factor, you know? Other than that, the sculpting is pretty much the same. There's some kind of weird defect, I think, on the cheek right here of my new Beskar Mando, but it's not really that noticeable, honestly, face on. The chest is definitely different. They do have some similar, details and whatnot. Every time I try to get a replacement from Amazon when it comes to this Mandalorian, there was always this defect on the bottom here, and a lot of people's was like that actually when this came out. So that's not great. So this time around, there is no defect there. Of course, it's molded and sculpted differently, and it's just whereas they have some like basically some bullet holes or dents, battle damage on here, it's mostly, untouched, which is pretty accurate. So it looks good. The harnesses are about the same, pretty much the exact same. And the way that they detailed them also with the leather also looks the exact same as well. Even the silver, I think, has some, which it makes sense if the silver on both of these is the same color. What is different is the shoulder pads. We have the Mudhorn sigil in the new one, and there's some more protruding details and more angular details compared to the more rounded details of this shoulder pad with the paint there, and just some differences in paint. That's what this one looks like, with comparing both of these. Same thing, more rounded here, more angular and protruding details. And that's accurate, The gauntlets are also different. This is what the right arm gauntlet looks like. They do have some similarities, but you could definitely tell looking here and looking there, they're different. The hands are the exact same though. I think the fingers are, around here on the glove is actually a darker color, whereas this is a brighter color than compared to this, the back of the hand here. And then this is what the Whistling Birds looks like on this arm, and then we don't have that here, but some similar details like whatever's going on here with this. But again, different, so that's good. And you can see the hands. I do really like what we have with this left leg armor there. It is different. The right leg, I think it's accurate to where it's supposed to be the same. There's some brown here mixed in with the silver, which is also accurate. Which is, I honestly thought this should all be silver based on, what the creator should have done. But I don't really blame Hasbro. You can see here, though, with this new leg piece, there's like some excess plastic from when it's being taken off the mold or something. I don't really know what's going on here, but it just looks kind of ugly. It doesn't look great. Far away, it's not noticeable, but up close, it's pretty bad. But, I mean, pretty good detailing. The pants, the legs, this part of the the waist, basically the lower torso, is the same. We look on the back. First of all, these are the exact same sculpt, but they are in different colors. This is definitely a lot darker, and this is a lot more gray. We look on the back here, and you can see just definitely some differences with some of these angular details protruding, with definitely a lot of holes in the back here with just one peg hole for the rifle right there. Now, actually, I want to say that they just took the previous sculpt and added some new stuff, because the way that on the back here with these lines and wrinkles, the light hopefully will catch this. It actually looks a lot similar here, and it's a little difficult to try to show off, but I want to say, yeah, they are very similar in sculpt with some new additions. Just this line going down his back compared to this one, though. But yeah, I don't think that's... I don't think there's any more new when it comes to detailing. Of course, some differences in colors when it comes to what's molded, of course, and what's painted. Definitely a lot more brown, and this looks honestly a little bit more maroon or burgundy. I don't really know, but it definitely just looks more brown. That doesn't mean to say this one looks bad, but yeah. Sculpting's very much the same. I want to say the feet are also the exact same pretty much color of sculpt or mold and whatever. So both of those you can see right there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Some of the sculpting again could be a little bit more detailed. That's the problem. Mostly the problem with Hasbro's stuff is just it doesn't look that detailed. But certain areas does look great. The texturing in the pants, You'll see it mostly on the back. There's a lot of nice texturing going on to really give it some details to make it look like, it's kind of like canvas, or, I don't want to say denim, but it just definitely looks like it's got some texture to it. And then we do have some sculpting on the actual joints there. Same thing going on the top where the elbows are. So you can see the shins right there with these little silver tubes and whatnot. I don't know what these are supposed to be, but overall, I really don't like this cape. I've never liked this. It always gets in the way. It always makes, whenever I holster the rifle, which is also really horrible to do. I never liked holstering the rifle here. It just does not work. They did not perfect it also with this new one. It still will fall out, which you'll get to see towards the end when I have some shots with this guy. But I just don't like this. I do have a soft goods cape coming in from eBay. But yeah, let's get this Mando out of the way. So, again, similar enough with differences that make sense, like how it is in the show. So articulation wise, it's actually very much the same, and it actually works a little bit better because they do have butterfly joints on this new one, just like the previous one. That actually works better here, but it's on a ball joint here. There's a separate piece of articulation going into the neck and into the head, so it is a little bit hindered though. It only wants to go up that far, down that far, so it's not too bad, but not great. Side to side, and will do a full rotation, which is nice. Again, we do have butterfly joints that go all the way around the shoulder, and then we do go in and out. These are soft plastic pieces, just like last time, so they'll go up pretty well. And then we do have a single jointed elbow that does pretty much get a nice 90-degree bend, and it will swivel at the elbow. This will swivel here and go up and down, whereas this will go in and out. So very much like last time, we do have a swivel at the waist, and then forward, back, side to side, all the way around. If you have the rifle holstered on here through all this, and you start rotating, even the slightest, maybe not that, if you rotate a good amount with this torso while this rifle is holstered, it will fall out. Just a heads up. Legs go out that far, so not great. Back that far, in and out. Upper thigh swivel. We do have double jointed knees. Bend at the foot that goes up and down, and then we do have an ankle rocker. So to end this review, I'm going to do some quick size comparisons with other 6-inch Black Series and Marvel Legends figures, as well as showing off what this figure looks like with his accessories, as well as some other Black Series in different poses. So here's what he looks like with the new Stormtrooper, as well as Heavy Infantry Mando. He fits in pretty good scale with them, as well as Cara Dune and some smaller Black Series figures like Baby Yoda on the far right, and the Off-World Jawa. And then Black Series are shorter scale when it comes to the Marvel Legends figures, just ever so slightly. So he's going to be a little bit shorter than Spider-Man, as well as Silver Centurion Iron Man. So this figure does share some issues I have with the previous Mandalorian, and that's mostly the soft plastic cape. I really don't like it. I wish that it was soft goods. You might as well get a customizer to make one for you, or make some yourself. I also think that the plastic cape here gets in the way of the jetpack, which I wish had some better paint and also some actual effects pieces that weren't just, basically you providing them yourself with Iron Man repulsor blasts. The shoulder system for the rifle still does not work, and they did not improve it at all, so that's very annoying. But overall, the good things about this figure are really good, like the new armor pieces, a lot of the new sculpting going on here, an appropriate amount of reuse. Paint apps are actually pretty clean on this guy. There is a bit of a defect on the helmet on my figure, but that really isn't that big of an issue. And for 20 bucks, it's a solid figure. And if you've been looking to get any kind of Mandalorian figure, which can be pretty hard to get when it comes to the Black Series stuff, you might as well get this one here, because I'm pretty sure this armor is going to be used for a pretty good while when it comes to Mando. Who knows? It could change midway through the season again when it comes to Season 2. But if you need this guy, it is 20 bucks. Check your online retailers like Hasbro Pulse, Amazon, that's where I got it for pre-order, Big Bad Toy Store, as well as Entertainment Earth, or go to in-store retailers. Be safe out there when you do, such as Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and GameStop. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below what you think about the figure, what you think about the review. Leave a like, share, and extra friends, and I'll see you guys later.